Today on Educate the Culture, we gotta give y'all a special treat today. We gonna give y'all something from the town, someone that's homegrown right here in the Chuck. This a special treat right here, man. You know, we gonna spin it around the block right quick. And today I feel like we're gonna do the Old and the New Testament, right? I got legendary Big Jug here today, but that's the Old Testament. And the New Testament is Lamar Washington. So I'm gonna bring y'all today a OG that really went from the dark to the light. And I feel like his path is very inspirational. And I felt like I'm honored to give y'all this story. So let me give y'all Big Jug, AKA Lamar Washington.
Man.
How you doing, my brother?
Thanks for having me, man.
Man, it's my pleasure, man.
Thanks, man.
You know, we gonna get this rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. You know what I mean? A spade is spade.
Yeah.
I want to do something a little different this time, right? Because oftentimes I do this walk down, but you ever watch the movie when they show you some parts of it deeper in the movie, and then they bring it back this, backwards.
Right.
So watch this, right? I like to get fly, right? I like to get dressed. I think I'm kind of smooth.
No doubt.
But you making me look real good today, man.
I see you, man.
Right? So,
I see you doing
hey, man, complimentary of you. I appreciate how you got me looking today.
No
so
doubt, man.
I just want y'all to know we gonna get in tune with how fly I am today.
That baby blue coming through.
Oh, man. I gotta thank you again, brother.
Yeah.
Gotta thank you again.
Yeah.
So look, man, let's take it back. Let's take it to the dark side, right? Let's go to the Old Testament.
Let's do it.
Explain to the people, man, the people who from Charleston, especially, and the ones who not, they can do their homework to find out, like, where exactly in the town are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. You know, get more in depth, man. Union Heights, H-Town. You know, I seen when it's all good, man. And, you know, that's where I'm born and raised at, man, you know?
Correct. And one thing, right, people from here understand the neighborhood Union Heights, right? Is Union Heights, AKA the hike, right? So, cause people don't know, you know, like people that's not from here may not know that neighborhood. What was it like growing up in that particular neighborhood?
Well, you know, I had family on both sides. One's a low and the hike, you know what I'm saying? My mother's parents was in this little section called Winslow, you know what I'm saying? My father's side was on Hugo Avenue on the hike, you know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So I got the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, growing up seeing a lot of stuff transition right in front of my face, man, it was like, you know, you had to get with it or just get dealt with, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, so you know, it was a lot about respect, you know what I'm saying, for your elders, the people around there and stuff like that. And, you know, you got to get it, you gotta give it, you know what I'm saying? And how I was brought up, you know, it was mandatory that you give it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was no other way about it, man. But it was a close-knit neighborhood. Everybody, most everybody was family. And you mess with one, you mess with all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a lot of integrity and good upbringings around there, man. You know, still to this day, you know?
Right. And, you know, like how you said, still to this day, I still see that, right? It hasn't changed much. And what I mean by that is everybody from the outside looking in seem to be really close. Right, so it start with family.
Old, young, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Everybody know everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just family, man. I wouldn't want to be a part of another neighborhood. You know
Right. Yeah. I get it. I definitely get it. I see it, you know. But in the meantime, right, you growing up in this neighborhood. Now, we do understand that is a very close neighborhood, a lot of family involved, and it has the neighborhood actually raised its youngsters. right? That's the great side of it, but it's also a dark side of that neighborhood, right? And it seems like I'm on the outside looking in now. Correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like you are the product of both sides of that neighborhood.
Right.
Now, how did that affect you growing up? Like, let's say maybe early teens. Like, how did that, having a neighborhood like that has both sides, like a nurturing side, and then we had that nighttime side.
I mean, you and just like in any neighborhood, you see things. You know what I'm saying? You look at it. You know what I'm saying? Positive, negatives. You know what I'm saying? You study from the older people, the OGs as you call them, and you pick your lane. You know what I'm saying? Some lanes ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? Some lanes is, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So which route you want to go? And coming up, I decided to test out some avenues. You know what I'm saying? And at a point in time, there were good avenues, and then it got to a point where they were not so good. So you know what I'm saying? I had to, go pay my debts to my society for my actions and stuff like that. And I went and rehabilitated myself the right way, and I decided in my rehabilitation that I didn't want to return to some things that I chose to do that got me where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be like it was a revolving door inside the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. I didn't want to be a part of that statistic and the return thing. You know what I'm saying? So I made some proper choices while I was inside there in my incarceration. I made some choices that I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the right things. I want to get this second chance, and I want to run with it, and I want to do all the right things to keep it rolling. And so far, I've been blessed to be able to do it.
Right, and I get to see that. You know what I mean? I seen the evolution. So, but once again, the hype. This neighborhood had a lot of major figures, right? And on top of that, if you're growing up in this neighborhood, it's a lot of temptation. It's a lot of people, and we kind of walked the streets at the same time. So during that era, I understood, and I understand looking back, we came from a real hustlers era, a real flashy era.
Fly era.
A real fly era. And in your neighborhood, it was a lot of fly guys.
Oh, man.
It was a lot of flashiness. It was a lot of money getting. So how did that influence you to make certain decisions that led you to the penitentiary, obviously? But how did that influence you? Because I seen a lot.
Yeah.
And I seen a lot from your neighborhood, not even being from your neighborhood, right? But how did that influence you?
Man, like our neighborhood, man, it been man, we've been known to, as they say, put that shit on. You know what I say? Exactly. It was a way of life, man. Yeah. Like people start knowing where you from, and so you got to rep that, because when you step, you step in there, you got the hike on your back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, man. But it's been like older guys out there, man, before me. You see them, and you know what I'm saying? They doing their big ones, so like I said, you had to pick that avenue and roll with it.
So obviously you picked that lane.
Pick that lane, yeah. I picked that lane. You know what I say? I picked that lane, and I did what I had to do at that present time. I did what I had to do, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best of decisions, but at that time, you know what I'm saying? I feel that it was the right decision for me at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't regret it, because it got me to, where I'm at today.
Correct. Yeah. And once again, it's not a good thing, being in the streets, serving how we were serving. But at the end of the day, it wasn't all bad either.
No.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, the things that we were doing was just all bad. It was some good in it, because we did some good with what we were doing.
Right.
And also it helped us to hone in on some skills, which is a hustler, right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm sure from those skills you got from your neighborhood allow you to get me fly, right? So let's
Yeah.
talk about how fly I am right now because it's because of you. So now I'm wearing your clothing brand, right? And I want to get into a little detail about that because those hustle skills that you got from the hype is what kind of propelled, in my opinion, the hustler in you to get me fly for this episode.
I was always in the fashion, and I wanted to like in my transition. I've been like, dang man, I want to be the reason why she fly, why he fly. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like in my incarceration, I came out with the name. As I was about to be on my downside of coming home, I was about to turn back to the free world. I know that the streets weren't an option. You know what I'm saying? It was not an option, man. So I said, so I got to do this, I got to do that. I got to do like, be occupied with so many things that there ain't gonna be no room for error. You understand what I'm saying? And so
I like that.
Yeah, so I was like, I just got to occupy myself because I saw the return ratio with some dudes that I know. I told you I even saw this one dude 5 times on my 7-year bid. Like, damn, man, it can't be that crucial out there. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, I'm gonna get out here, man. I just gonna show motherfuckers how to stay out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show them that there's a way out and a way to stay out because I know about the return ratio. I said, man, I won't be the opposite of the ratio. I won't be like, yeah, boy, Chuck got out in 08, Chuck's still out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to do it like that. So I used to do like, when I first got introduced to Facebook, I used to do like little motivation scenes. I used to post stuff all the time. And at the end of the posters, I used to always put a hashtag no room for error, hashtag no room for error. Just pushing it out there, So I never forget, man, I saw D Carson. D got Geechee Apparel.
Shout out to Geechee Apparel.
Yeah, shout out to D, man. So I remember just calling, I remember I saw D, and I saw his apparel thing, right? Catchy, fly, you know what I'm saying? D used to be the one, used to be to the Rick Ross car shows and stuff like that. This is early, when I started like 214, 215, you know what I'm saying? So I used to see him out there doing this thing, sometimes I think like once or twice, Ross even invite him out there, you know what I'm saying? So I remember the day too, man. I just reach out to D. You know what I'm saying? So, man, okay, man, you don't know me, blase. I want to do this right here, and so and so. He said, so what holding you up? I said, man, I want to get my cloud up first, and then I move. Man, D told me, man, you better do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, do it now. How you mean do it now? He said, man, just brand yourself. Just put it on and just go out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I took his advice and, it started off with a hashtag. You know what I'm saying? I'd go out, man. I'd go to my main man, Jerron at Charlie O. Shout out Jerron. You know what I'm saying? He print me some shirts and stuff like that. And it's just been a hashtag, no room for error, hashtag, no room for error. You know what I'm saying? Some people, man, a couple people like, man, you need to do something more with that. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, holler at my man Brandon Green. At that time, he had hustling something. I forgot the name, Bambino. You know, I said he do the crabs and stuff now, but
Yeah,
at that
Bam.
time,
Shout out to Bam.
Yeah, at that time, he was doing graphic designs too. You know what I'm saying? So he blessed me with my first 2 graphic designs for the clothing line that I still use to this day. You know what I'm saying? So I started putting them more, posting more, dressing myself when I go out, no matter if it's a sporting event, a casual event. I always had my shit on. You know what I'm saying? It no matter. I just always had it on. So fast forward some more, people started catching the eye, man, and that's what we had to do.
Man, I like that, man. And I like that you pay homage to people who helped you along the journey,
man,
right?
Yeah, because they were here before me, man, and I know that to get where I wanted to be at, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never too old to learn. I learned from younger and old, G. It don't matter to me as long as I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? So show me what I got to do, put me in position, or just give me the the tools to get me in a position and before I can push it aside there, man. And like I say, like those dudes right there, I'll never forget my path of trying to get there, and I'm still getting there now. But you know what I'm saying, from the beginning to now, it's like, yeah, man, I never forget those guys, man. You know.
So often people tend to look over little small nuggets that people give you that push you to the next level.
Yeah, never that. Well, never that. Them dudes, man, I still see them dudes to this day doing their thing, just like D. Carson took like a little hiatus because of some health stuff, man. You know, God bless him. He got back on. He got back to where he needed to be at, and now he running like he never left. Man.
Right.
You know what
See you go from the hike, you out there hustling, having fun, getting fresh, getting fly, and then you kind of, you know, you had to take that mandatory vacation, go to prison. Didn't lose focus. Why? Because it's so easy to lose focus. Like how you said, you seen this person come back in there like about 5 times in that 7-year sentence that you had. So that's crazy. But at the end of the day, I guess that's what gave you the idea of no room for error. So that's the clothing brand, no room for error. And now you come home and you didn't leave no room for error. So you hit you pretty much hit the ground running. It may not seem like that in the beginning, but you did. You get what I'm saying? And all of that made you to what you are right now. And watch this. I actually seen the other side, because that was pretty much the dark side of your neighborhood is what we seen from hustling and going to prison. But let me show you how I seen the bright side of your neighborhood. Here it is. I think it was earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year. I don't know if you know, but I was at your party.
Oh, the birthday party.
The birthday party. I was there.
That was last year, man.
That was last year.
December 1st.
Okay.
Red party, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this the bright side, right? So now that let me see who you are and what you meant to your neighborhood and also the city, because it was a lot of people from your neighborhood and also a lot of people from the city coming there to show love, support you. And once again, you know, just seeing that and watching you bask in your glory, that meant a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, man, I'm just glad to see that walk of life and that transition from the dark to the light. That's why I said the Old Testament. Now we in the New Testament.
All day.
Right?
All day,
now we in the Lamarck Washington testament now. So let me ask you this, alongside with the clothing line, right? What else that you do out here that generate revenue for you?
Oh man, I've been since I came home in 2008. I've been working for the city of Charleston. And I do asphalt, man. Make sure the streets right and stuff like that, man. I do like the urban clothing accessories as well. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, I just try to just stay positive, stay focused, man, on what's need to be done the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I just, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's just about staying humble throughout life. You know what I'm saying? That's my chemistry, man. Just every day you wake up, you give God thanks. You don't worry about nothing. You try not to stress about nothing, man. And you just keep on moving. Give everything to Christ and just keep on moving, man.
Youngsters that's out here, right? Because a lot of them are in the early days of your life. That's their life now. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring you on because I wanted a lot of youngsters to really see that you know, especially youngsters from Charleston, they know the neighborhood, and I'm sure they knew of that era too.
Right.
And to see that it's someone that came from that era, made the mistakes, had to go pay his debts to society, bounce back from that, and had no room for error, now is a law-abiding citizen. I want them to be able to see that. So with that being said, I want you to speak to those youngsters that's in that time of your life, that early time of your life. I want you to speak to them for a moment.
Well, you know, like, respectfully, that time that I was out there, you know, I seen that 90s era, man, G, you'll never get that back. Just listen more, man. Just try, like, to broaden your horizons. You know what I'm saying? Broaden your horizons and, you know what I'm saying, learn from the mistakes of others. You know what I'm saying? And see what it was, man. Ask more questions. They don't act like, I don't think their youth ask a lot of questions. They just do. You know what I'm saying? And they get the results from that after the fact, where it can be like You don't need to be doing this because this gonna resort to that. They actually got to go see it happen and be like, damn, this what Big Dog been talking about. But no, it ain't got to be like that, man. Just listen to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it'd be crazy.
Because once again, it's like you've seen the highs, the lows, and the plateaus of the street, right? The civilian side as well. But what I would recommend, because like I said, you qualify for this. But what I would recommend though, because it's hard to talk youngsters that's getting money in the street out of the street, right?
Oh man,
it's hard. So I think the best thing would be to do is to show them how to clean the money, if anything, clean what they're doing, right? So for example, if when we was out there and we was getting money, if someone would have spoke to us and said, you know, hey, let's get the community fresh, right?
Yeah.
And we had the money. I think we would have went in that direction. So somebody like you,
at least tried it.
Yeah, most definitely, right?
Yeah, at least tried it. You
Most
know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Because this is an old school telling us that we always play homage and respect to the old school. If so and so doing that, man, let me go ahead and try it. And you know, the number one rule in hustling, any kind of hustling, is if you try something and you make your money back, is a win.
Correct.
It's always a win. No matter what you do, no matter what you choose to do, you spend your money and you make it back. You can just mark it off and be like, well, damn, I tried it, it ain't work for me. Okay, on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one rule, and that's hustling 101. You know, no better than that. You know what I'm saying? You got your money back.
And on top of that, like I don't think many guys back then for us that had this type of age gap had any type of, I wouldn't say, I say most of them, not all of them, but most of them who would talk didn't have the type of success that we have now to talk to them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because we could show them the same things that they're getting out in them streets on the legal side. So that's why I say I feel like you qualify. You know, a lot of these youngsters like to get dressed, get fly, and I think you can be like a role model for them to guide them to that fashion life.
The money just different, but you do it long enough, you'll learn how to manage that too, and you learn how to make it on doing it another way. You know what I'm saying? But just don't like the young dudes who got the, you know, the six figures out here and stuff like that. Don't wait till they grab you, man. Just don't wait till they grab you to be like, I shoulda.
And most of the youngsters don't have a goal. I think if a lot of youngsters had a goal when they were in the streets, I'm talking about just straight illegal. Have a goal. Like if you say your goal maybe 30,000, your goal may be 50,000, your goal may be 100,000.
Right.
But when you set that goal, if you were to develop a plan on the way of what to do with it once you hit that goal and really get out, we'll have a lower, like people can really get out there, because I'm not encouraging them to hustle, but if I'm making the best out of a bad situation,
I understand.
right? So let's make the best out of a bad situation by saying, hey, what's your goal while you out here? All right, it's $100 grand. Okay, so when you make that 100 grand, what's your plan with it? Now, is your plan a clothing brand, right? Now this is where you come to Big Jug and say, hey, OG, help me out with this. What should I do and what I should not do? Because you 10 years in the game, you know what I mean, with your clothing brand. I'm sure by this point, you know exactly what to tell them what to do and what not to do. So that's why I want youngsters to, you know, that's why I say you qualify to speak to them in that aspect.
Like 4 to 5 years of nothing. It just was me. Just putting like, you know, putting my shit on, going out, like trying to be my own walking billboard and just getting it, man. I probably didn't get the right vendor until about 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 3 years ago, it was about going to trying to find the cheaper numbers, just like being outside.
Exactly.
Try to find the cheaper numbers of who gonna print my shit for me to make a good profit off of it without busting heads. Street life, you know what I'm saying? It's the same mathematics, you know what I'm saying? The same mathematics. So here is, I'm searching for a better number, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm searching for a better number, got the number, got some production going on. So now, within the last 2 to 3 years, you know what I'm saying, things start popping internationally and homegrown, you know what I'm saying? So There's a lot inside this, man. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, man. You know, they say you got these, like my brother, he's in Pakistan. So when me and you sleeping, he ready to jump on the app. What's the app? The WhatsApp. He ready to have a conversation with me 2-3 in the morning. Mind you, now I gotta punch this clock at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? But he ready to have a full blown conversation. But I got it for me to do what I got to do. I got to have this conversation, G. I got to talk to him. We got to go into details, what's going on, how I want it, because just like I said, we known for putting it on. I like to see, like, when I see you step outside with this right here, you know what I say? I want to look at you and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to say, I say,
right?
That's why people did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying go out there and put anything out there, because that's representing me. That's representing the name. That's representing, you know, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So everything takes time, man. And they'll look at you and be like, damn. So, and I had the people come up and be like, damn, but I want to do this. I want to do that. Just understand it takes time. It's like outside. You got to have the clout. You got to build your clout. You got to build your clientele. You got to get people to trust you to do it. So, yeah, man, that's a timing thing, man. You know?
And on top of that, like, people pick and choose what they want to be patient with.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you patient enough to stay in the streets that long with everything you got going against you, why wouldn't you be patient enough to invest in whatever brand it is you're trying to develop, right? People go to work. They're patient enough to go get up, clock in, clock out, be on time. So why not, in the meantime, be patient enough to raise your new baby, right? Because that's your new baby. And once again, this youngsters out there getting this money, blowing it, but you can also make yourself look good if that's what that's your thing. And on top of that, brand yourself to have something to fall back on if you have to do a bid like Jug did. So once again, I can't preach that enough. I hope youngsters is really watching this episode right here, man, because this is for them. Right? But let me ask you this, man. What it's like now, being that, you know, you still from them neighborhoods, you still from them streets, you still did all that time, but now you're removed from it, right? Now you live in a different life. So how does it feel this time, now that you don't have to look over your back anymore?
You know, it's sad to see, man, that trouble still can find you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got since a youth, I had a close relationship with Christ, man. I channel in with Christ before I do any moves, I can't pray enough for my kids, my well-being, my safety. You know what I'm saying? The people who I love, family and stuff like that. I just got a close relationship with Christ, man. So what I do, man, I give everything to him and I just keep moving, man. I'm still Jug.
Right.
I'm just in another lane. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I like the way you put that right there.
That's all, man. And that's one thing I ain't gonna never change. I ain't gonna never be just because I'm over here. I'm not better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do it this way,
right?
And still get the respect, still get the love, still get everything. And you know, that's what it is. And hopefully, you know, other people can see the movement and be like, okay, I'm gonna move like that. It's just an adjustment. Every day is an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? But every day I'm still gonna be Jug, man, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but now, you know, like I like what Lamont doing.
Right, the New Testament, the New Testament. And once again, you know, the respect is there because, like I said, when I came to your party, think about it. It's people in the building that you don't even know there. You probably didn't even know I was there.
Listen,
that's to show you how
you told me that. You told me that, man. That was like, man, in preparation for that, man. Man, listen, bro. I can't even lie to you. We did not. I'm telling you, Mom, Dukes, like the family who helped out, man. Like nobody, like, man. That's to this day we still be looking at the pictures, talking about them people and stuff, man. A year ago, man. But that was boy, the love I got, boy. That was definitely an epic night.
Nah.
That was definitely an epic night, man. Boy,
I could see it.
Yeah, man. I'll never forget that night right there, man. For real.
So I want people, you know, because once again, you know, I'm shopping with you.
Mhm.
You know, I don't have no room for error. I'm shopping with you, man. But
Yeah.
other people need to shop with you that don't know this.
Yeah.
You know, and you got, you know, I got on the whole sweat,
Mhm.
right? You got me baby blue out,
Yeah.
Carolina blue, right? And what's this you got on right now?
You know, I got the latest varsity, just the varsity jacket. I got the white and gray edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Representing the guys too. Free net fee, free player. You know what I'm saying? But I got it in that white and steel gray, man. But all my stuff could be. I'm on all platforms, y'all. I mean, it's like Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Got some good shit going on, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. I wouldn't just throw anything on, man. Hey, man, I like quality, so I'm not just gonna
good
wear
quality,
it. You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah, real
Oh,
good
definitely
quality.
good quality.
Good
you know?
quality, man. You know.
Great fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just told you my size, and boom, it was true to size.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I
Them,
mean?
them Pakistani some people, boy, they gonna get you right, man. They know I'll send it back. I'll send it back.
It's taking too long to lock up.
Send
Bring it back.
Yeah, take it back, G.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want you to I know you got some people, man, out here in the city that you want to shout out, man. You know what I mean? Let's talk to these people, man, because you a part of the city, man.
First
Talk
and
to 'em.
foremost, shout out my head each time, straight up and down. We all we got. I want to shout out the people in the outside who got these clothing lines going on, man. Yo, if I forget anybody name, man, charge it to my heart. It ain't personally, man, but this right off the dome, man. Shout out to Buddy Morris with Geechee Gumbo. Shout out to D. Carson, Geechee Apparel. Shout out to my girl Ebony at Hustler Varsity. City B with City Life. Jermaine West with Boomy. Jerron Horn, Charlie O, JB Buford with Be Yourself. My man Jason West with Free Money Gang. And Don Bianchi with Bianchi, man. You know what I'm saying? If I forget any of y'all, man, salute. Keep on doing it. Let's go.
Hey, I told y'all I was gonna give y'all from the dark to the light, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, man. It's my dog, Big Jug, man. But now we speaking of Lamarck Washington. You know what I'm saying? So hey, shout out to H-Town. Y'all know the hype.
Y'all already know.
Yeah, man. And we out from Educate the Culture, man.
Appreciate you having me, dog.
All love, brother.
Yeah, man.